I'm sure you guys are familiar with the cringeworthy content hosting app that is TikTok. At least, that's what it seems from the outside. Whenever we hear of this app, we just think of random people doing dances, lip syncing, and being a bit of a nuisance. Surprisingly enough, you'll find all sorts of stuff here: educational content, random stuff, funny stuff, inspirational things, all in 60 seconds or less. It's bite sized content that fits our short attention span. But what is it about this app that has gotten hundreds of millions of downloads around the world? After all, from the looks of it, it's just another video based app, and we already have huge alternatives for this like YouTube, Instagram, IGTV, and Facebook Watch. So what's the fuss with this app? Well, TikTok has built a huge following due to a number of reasons, and the app does a lot of things that its competitors just don't. Perhaps this is the reason why Instagram launched Insta Reels to compete with TikTok. But more on this later on. So in this video, we'll explore number 1, what makes TikTok different? Number 2, how does the app itself make money? Number 3, how do the creators get rewarded for putting out content? Now, if you're someone looking at TikTok from the outside, you're not going to understand what all the fuss is about. Especially if you're a boomer who just uses Facebook and recently discovered Instagram, taking in all these apps might be hard for you. I know that I'm generalizing here, but you guys get the point. TikTok has grown a cult following from users with around 800 million active users worldwide, 2 billion app downloads on the App Store and Google Play, and an average of 1 million videos viewed every single day. With people spending around 52 minutes on the app per day, you guys can obviously look at these figures and see for yourself that this isn't just some fad that's going to die out anytime soon and end up like Vine. So what is it about the app that makes it so enticing for people? Well, if you haven't realized yet, our attention spans are getting shorter and shorter. We've been so accustomed to the swiping feature in pretty much all social media apps that we keep swiping mindlessly, consuming one piece of content after another. TikTok capitalizes on this by providing short clips which are usually 15 seconds or less, with some videos going up to a maximum of 60 seconds. TikTok uses the same mechanics from Vine, where each video that you watch is pretty much on a continuous loop until you swipe away. This allows creators to do some pretty creative things to keep you watching and not realizing that the video is in fact looping. The app doesn't actually show the length of the video, so you won't always know that it's a loop unless you're looking for it. When you first download the app and start watching videos, the algorithm of TikTok is one of the most accurate things that you will experience. I would argue that it's more accurate than Instagram and YouTube since I've used all the apps. At first, you'll be given a wide range of videos, and over time, the algorithm will be able to work out what stuff you like, engage with, and watch the most, versus the stuff that you don't like. Now, this is the aim of pretty much any social media app, which is to keep you on the app for as long as possible. Fair enough. TikTok just does it in a very different and strangely precise way. You just need to experience it to believe it. There's even a long-running joke among the TikTok community of people getting random videos in their feed, like for example a video related to stocks, and people comment on the video just for the algorithm to spit out more videos related to stocks. The appeal of TikTok stems from the fact that you can find anything here. Contrary to what you might believe, it's not just cringe content about teenagers lip syncing to songs and dancing. There's just much more to that. Perhaps the biggest thing in the app is the For You page. This is where the algorithm decides what content to push out to you. You'll find content here that you wouldn't typically follow in the first place, which is what makes the app so addictive. Now, the huge difference between this app and YouTube is that TikTok brings content to you in the form of this feed, whereas on YouTube, you have your homepage, but you also have the option to search for particular videos. Generally, if you're using TikTok, you will just watch videos in your feed rather than searching for particular videos. This is what I believe keeps people on the app for hours, as the content keeps on engaging you consistently. So as the algorithm works out what you like, you'll get a range of videos from random comedy sketches to educational content about finance, or luxury travel videos, or fitness tips, or people just doing their jobs but showcasing it in a way where it's widely satisfying. Speaking of satisfying content, this only exists because TikTok provides a community for creators to do what they do best: create content that they love. I have seen all sorts of things on this app, and I'm convinced that no matter what your passion is, if you make videos about it in a fun, creative, and engaging way, you can definitely build a following. This is largely due to how the app works and pushes out content to random individuals who could be potential followers. Getting to your first 1,000, 10,000, and even 100k followers is far easier than on YouTube or Instagram. There is huge discoverability because there's creators out there who have gained hundreds of thousands of followers in literally one day from a video that went viral. It's definitely possible. Getting this sort of growth is pretty much impossible on YouTube from scratch. Additionally, you can use filters, reply to comments via videos, reply to other videos using the duet feature, and stitch videos together. If you're a creative, this really brings up some really cool opportunities to create comedy, memes, and everything in between. There's also unique soundtracks that people have created along with popular songs, which you can add to your videos without copyright, which is a huge factor. You can't do this in YouTube, so it's a massive differentiator. I suppose TikTok just wants to coexist with these other social media platforms and wants to complement them. I mean, it definitely has a place in between these other apps. No other large social media app has a dedicated Instagram or YouTube button displayed so prominently next to a profile, so it seems that TikTok just wants to complement these other apps. Now, let's look at how the app actually makes its money. And no surprise, it's through advertising. Brands can launch marketing campaigns to target people based on their chosen target market and demographics. This is pretty much the same as how Instagram and Facebook work in their advertising, as all these platforms have a wealth of data. A different way that brands can advertise on TikTok is through other users. For example, an influencer with a decently large following can post a video, and then they can authorize a brand to promote that exact video. It's a much more organic way of advertising, as a lot of people would be more influenced by this. Perhaps the most ludicrous ad strategy that a company can do is doing what is called a brand takeover. Basically, a brand can display their ad each time a person opens up the app. This app will take over the whole screen, and it's usually quite engaging. The reason why this is ridiculous is that users can't swipe away from this ad. They have to click skip ad on the top right, which is a very tiny button. To top this off, doing this ad strategy will cost a brand about $50,000 per day to run, and TikTok guarantees that 5 million people will see it. So obviously this is meant for large corporations. Additionally, brands can create their own stickers which users can then use in their own TikTok videos, and this itself is a subtle way to advertise. TikTok doesn't even spare hashtags in the advertising game. Brands can set up specific hashtags that essentially challenge the community. What this does is that it leverages the challenge culture of TikTok and makes people post their own video attempting the challenge using the hashtag. Many campaigns have gone viral using this technique, as users themselves go viral attempting the challenge. Now, last but not least, there is the normal way of advertising, and that's using in-feed ads. This is pretty much the same as Facebook and Instagram. As you scroll down, an ad will be placed between videos. Okay, now enough about ads. Let's look into how TikTokers and other creators can make money off this app. Now, just to be clear, making money off TikTok is way harder than on YouTube. TikTok doesn't have the same monetization features, and creators can't opt in to place ads on their videos, mainly because TikTok is supposed to be an instant experience, and this would discourage anyone from watching videos. TikTok is focusing on supporting creators by having their followers help them out, as we've seen with other apps like YouTube. Followers can pay real money to buy different types of stickers, and when a creator goes live on TikTok, they can gift these stickers to them in the live session. This is the same as sending super chats on a YouTube live session or donating in a Twitch live stream. And it works really well, but the thing is, TikTok still keeps a percentage of the sticker when the creator wants to withdraw, so there's that. Recently this year, TikTok announced a creator fund worth $200 million initially. Basically, the whole point of the fund is to reward creators for making videos. They also updated their initial stance and said that the fund will grow into $1 billion in the next 3 years in just the US alone, and more than double that globally. Now, as a creator, you look at that and think, awesome, my creativity is going to be rewarded. And that is true to some extent, but it's very little. Absolute peanuts. For every 1,000 views, you can expect to make around 2 to 4 cents. That means for every million views, you will be paid around $20 to $40. Compare that to YouTube and you'd at least be making the thousands if your content is half decent. There's been a lot of backlash from the creator fund because some creators have noticed that their views have begun to drop as a result of the fund. They're suspecting that it could just be TikTok trying to limit their views so they have to pay out less. Who knows? This fund isn't even available in Australia, so people are seriously missing out. Now, to be fair, TikTok views are not the same as YouTube views. A lot of the views that a video gets may just be people scrolling past and only viewing like 1 second of your video, and it still counts as a view. So to limit that, maybe that's why it's set so low. I think a better metric might be paying people based on how much the watch time of a video is, because that would be a far more accurate measure. As a result, due to a lack of revenue from traditional sources, artists have to now resort to brand deals and sponsorships to keep themselves afloat. Many are now selling digital products, courses, ebooks, you name it. Even established celebrities and other YouTubers make an account and repost their YouTube content for easy growth, which is very common. TikTok has launched the creator marketplace for brands to easily collaborate and find the right influencers using TikTok's advanced analytics and trends. It's pretty much like an eBay or Amazon for brand deals. TikTok just hosts the platform for this to happen on, which we haven't seen in other apps, which is pretty cool. TikTok definitely has a place in social media. It fills a gap that Instagram, YouTube, and Facebook weren't filling, and did so quite nicely. Anyone who says that this app should be banned probably hasn't used it before and needs to understand that if this is done, they would be killing the creativity of thousands of amazing creators that are out there. Sure, there is annoyingly cringe content out there, but you need to look beyond that. TikTok is surely built different, there's no doubt about that. But to keep its creators on there, it needs to invest more money and time into helping them monetize doing what they love. Otherwise, they will grow their TikTok only to divert their following and audience over to other lucrative mediums like YouTube, where they can actually get paid decently for their worth. What do you guys think of TikTok? Do you use the app or not? Let me know in the comments. As always, please like, share, and subscribe. I will be doing more videos on social media apps like Instagram, Snapchat, and others. Until then, thanks for watching.